Hey, welcome to Monarch Services. So I've been an intern at Monarch Services for about 1.5 years now, and I am currently transitioning into being a full-time staff. I first became interested in Monarch Services because they work a lot with different marginalized communities, with campesinos being one of these specific demographics. I have created amazing friendships, great connections, and I've built great rapport with different campesinos. Thanks to the Latino Community Foundation, the staff members and myself have been able to interact with different farm workers and campesinos within the Santa Cruz County. We've been able to provide them services on domestic violence, sexual assault, and human trafficking, especially within such a great time of need during the pandemic. Campos Seguros was a program that existed prior, but due to the lack of funds and COVID-19, it had to be put on hold. But thanks to the Latino Community Foundation grant, we have been able to reinstate this really important program again. There are a lot of barriers that farm workers face when deciding or trying to disclose any form of violence or abuse, especially when this type of violence and abuse is taking place in the workplace. Some of these barriers include the fear of deportation, the fear of losing their jobs, losing their families, or not being able to communicate due to different language barriers. So ever since Campos Seguros was reinstated, we have noticed an increase of calls seeking services, especially from farm workers. From January 2021 till today, we have served a total of 366 survivors who have sought out direct intervention services. Out of those 366, 164 identified as farm workers who received intervention and crisis support services. Through different education and outreach services, the staffing and myself have been able to reach a total of 981 farm workers. Some examples of outreach include joining different community events where I was able to give information on agency services, joining the Watsonville Campesino Appreciation Caravan, where they allowed me to have space to be able to talk to campesinos about different agency services. A memory that really resonated with me was when a campesina approached me directly after I had talked about agency services, and she disclosed that there has been unfortunately a lot of abuse in her life, and this is one of the moments where I realized how important these types of services around domestic violence, sexual assault, and human trafficking are. Thanks to grants like this one, our agency is able to continue to make a difference in our community and continue our mission of hopefully one day having lives free from violence and abuse.